More than 80% of the state of California is currently experiencing extreme drought. And because of that, they're forced to do water conservation techniques. Now, that seems super strange to me and super scary because I don't know if I've ever, maybe once, but I'm kind of making that up, experienced anything like that where I am in New York. Water shortages? Again, I don't think I have. I know that when Hurricane Sandy hit, my area the power was out for a week straight. Oh, it was horrible. But then again, I shouldn't complain because I know places that were fucking wiped off the map. Destroyed. So we were lucky in that situation. But that's the closest we have to something like that. I mean, water shortages, it seems like unheard of, especially in the United States. Well, it's that bad right now. It's that bad. So people are taking shorter showers, and some are doing larger laundry loads at once as opposed to, trying to split it up because you save water if you do it all at once. And then some people are cutting back on things that are more aesthetic in nature. So like watering your lawn, which of course would keep it green. They're saying, fuck it, let it go. So Laura Whitney and her husband, Michael Court, tried to do exactly that. Just say, all right, let's let our lawn go because we're going to have to save some water. And when they did that, they got slapped with a $500 fine for having a brown lawn. So the city did not like that. As if that wasn't amazing enough, if they did water the lawn, they would have also received a $500 fine because then they would have wasted water because there were new water regulations that went into place recently. So if they don't water it, they get a $500 fine. If they do, they get a $500 fine. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense. So what we're experiencing here is a giant clusterfuck. And so here are the two main issues. Number one, you have climate change. I mean, that goes without saying, okay? I don't understand how we can live in a country where we can have 80% of California experiencing extreme drought, and the conservatives are still going, we don't believe in it, nah, poo-poo. Yeah, but it doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It exists. As the great Neil deGrasse Tyson says, that's the beautiful thing about science. It doesn't matter whether or not you believe in it. It's real. Yes, that's exactly the case with climate change. You can deny it all you want, but when we run out of water and the penguins catch on fire, well, we're in a little bit of trouble. Okay? But they're going to continue to deny it because they're getting paid by ExxonMobil and Chevron and BP, and that's why they pay them. Don't do anything that cuts back on fossil fuel consumption, that cuts into our bottom line, and let us continue to destroy the world as it burns around us. Did you know that as the polar ice caps are melting, we have different countries fighting over the territory to then use it for oil drilling? That's so stunning, I don't even know how to respond to it. That's so incredibly stupid. It's so incredibly stupid. It's like, you make brownies with anthrax in it and everybody rushes to eat them. Like, hey, it's bad that this thing just happened, the melting of the ice caps and the making of the anthrax brownies, but let's rush in there and get a piece. Oh, that's so stupid. You're going to fucking kill us faster. So that's the main issue here, and that obviously needs to be addressed. But we're getting to the point of no return at this point. I mean, we're already going through extreme drought. I don't know when they're going to act, and they should have acted fucking years ago, and they still haven't done it. But then the other issue is just specifically narrowing it down to their problem, what this couple is going through. Shouldn't you have freedom to control your property? Like, if you don't water your lawn, really? They're going to fucking fine you because your lawn's not green? Where was it? In Arizona, I think. They were literally using green paint on lawns and saying, well, it's easier than, using water because we don't have enough water. But think about that, man. And I remember when my father was alive, one of the things he did, he had owned a laundromat, and he painted the laundromat some freak color. I don't remember what it was, like red or something like that. And city officials came in and said, you need to change the color. And he was like, huh? What do you mean? Why? Oh, yeah, we don't like it. He's like, that's nice. Doesn't matter. You may leave now. And he said, no. Either you change it or you're done. He's like, what do you mean? And he explained to me that what they meant is if he doesn't change it, they would go through his business with a fine-tooth comb and look for any little minute, areas where he didn't coincide with regulations. If it's like, hey, that screw is an inch out of place from where it's supposed to be positioned in comparison to the other screw, $3,000 fine, and just fucking rip the place to shreds. So they use that as leverage to say, change it or get the fuck out. But think about that, man, because if my dad used that as, if he wanted to, which he wouldn't do because you need a lot of time and energy and money to do, but if you challenge that all the way up to the Supreme Court, they would have had to rule in favor of him, because it's like, wait, yeah, of course you could put your property whatever fucking color you want to make your property. It's your property! You make whatever color you want. I don't care, right? That's the whole idea of the First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That coincides with that, right? Well, isn't it the same thing for your lawn? I know it's a silly area to invoke a First Amendment argument, but fuck you. What are you? You're going to fine me because my lawn doesn't look like the city wants it to look? Well, fuck the city. How about that? How about I paid for this property, so I'm going to make it whatever color I want to make it? So it's just, there are two issues here. Obviously, the bigger one is climate change and the fact that that's leading to the drought. But the second one is the government contradicting itself with the $500 fines either way, but also just the thought that they would ever consider fining somebody because they didn't water their lawn. You want to talk about a slippery slope to tyranny, right? Like, what else are you going to fine people for? Oh, we don't like the style of the glasses that you use at dinner time when you drink your high C. Okay, fuck off. None of your business.